The Fresh Start project is a project we started this time last year to look at how we completely reimagine the standard that we let our properties in. It involves really looking at how we carpet, we decorate, we provide the furniture and white goods that people need to start a home in a real way, rather than thinking about just giving somebody an empty shell, which is what we've done before.
If you look at the majority of tenants that come to us, they're reliant on benefits or on low incomes, and they don't have the savings to go out and buy a new fridge freezer, new cookers, and what we're trying to do is avoid them having to go to the likes of Bright House and others, where the interest rates on those loans means you're paying 3 or 4 times what we would pay on the high street to get those same goods. And what we're looking at through Fresh Start is innovative ways of giving people low cost options to access those white goods, and looking at what more we can provide in the home as part of our void standard that avoids people immediately having to shell out for flooring and other parts that you would expect if you moved into the private rented sector.
One of the things that we want to do in the Fresh Start is, as soon as people move in, that they get that sense, they get that emotional feeling of being secure and being comfortable. And that's something that doesn't really exist if you give somebody a house with no carpet and no decoration. So this is all about kind of creating the right emotional conditions for people, like we would all want in our homes really, when we move in, to really start to focus on other things, whether it's getting a job or rebuilding after a difficult relationship breakdown, rather than having to think about the basics of how do I heat and furnish my home. We want people to be able to think about the other things that they need to work on, rather than those sorts of things at the beginning of their tenancy.
Having been to a lot of viewings, it was really worrying just going into the property not knowing what it was going to look like or expect it to be, but once I started going through the Fresh Start ones, just opening the door, it just made you feel so proud that we're offering this.
I see people's reactions to their homes firsthand, and you can tell what people think of it, and it's nice to think that we'll be able to show people homes that they're pleased with and that are so easy they'll sell themselves.
When you look back at what you've done over the years and over the voids, and you see these results now on these voids, it gives you really good satisfaction, knowing that a tenant is going to go into that and love it.
Seeing them, making them smile and excited, it's just a feeling I can't explain.
It was instant love. Walked through the door, looked at the carpet, and I just thought, wow. There was so much appreciation there. The carpet had taken a load off my mind as well, because none of it's cheap. So being able to move in, knowing I've got a washing machine, a cooker, fridge freezer, carpet, you're practically already set up. So it took a real load off. I remember thinking, wow, I felt very lucky, very lucky. Not only have you helped me with the carpet and the white goods, you've helped me become me again as well. By having my own home, I can be me.
The quality of the product is phenomenal, and people ain't going to worry about moving into the homes in the future if they're going to be like that. So, it's positive for them and it's positive for us, and it's nice to be in a company that's willing to put that extra effort in, and a team that's willing to, I'm proud to be with a team that's working like that.
I think it's become a real template for what we want to do in Citizens as a whole, is that we work collaboratively across lots of different directorates and functions for one purpose, and that's been a really powerful method that What If have given us about how we do that in a really fun and exciting and engaging way.
Working on the Fresh Start project was an amazing experience. I was involved from the very beginning, so when we had the initial set-up meetings with What If, the innovation group, we created these random ideas, and we had about 12 ideas to start with, and we've eventually funneled them all down into this Fresh Start idea, and it's been a great project. To see it through from start to finish has been really good.
My personal highlight on the Fresh Start project was being able to be part of a new team, being able to bring new things into the company.
The highlight for me working on the Fresh Start project is seeing the properties from the beginning to the end, seeing the results and knowing that we've done a fantastic job and people are going to be, happy in these properties.
People in the company from Hereford, Worcester, Birmingham, Coventry, all the workers, they've got to look at this project and think, this is amazing for a company like this. It's amazing for tenants, it's amazing for people that who are going to be working on it. Why wouldn't you want to work on a void where you can put this fantastic standard, knowing that people are going to, the key to key is going to be quicker, the people are going to accept them quicker, they're not going to be sitting around, the voids are not going to be empty for too long. You know, and they're going to, it's got to be coming across to the company as a positive thing. I think going forward, I think it's only going to get better.
I'm proud to have been part of this project. It's just an amazing experience working for Citizen and being part of giving someone that foundation for life.
The next stage of Fresh Start is to roll it out next year into a much bigger pilot. What we're planning to do is do a very careful evaluation of the original pilot and look next year to do another 250 to 300 bed sit and one bed flats, because they're our problem properties and they're also one of the most common property types we've got.
Some of the other things that we're doing at the moment is we're also working with some external organisations to come up with other elements of the product, like for example a paid for service for people who are in work to access white goods in a really cheap way, and we're also working with Coventry City Council with a really innovative pilot looking at how we create a temporary accommodation product for them that's based on the Fresh Start idea. One of the other things we're going to do is we're going to start directly matching those Fresh Start properties to our customers that are leaving Citizen Young People and Gateway and our Frank Walsh House temporary accommodation product, so that we know that we will basically give those people who've come from the most vulnerable positions the best start into their new tenancy in the long term.